I'm Brian Sump. I'm the owner and president at Urban Autocare. I started in the automotive industry a decade and a half ago, and I had no automotive experience or really any business experience. One of the blessings of that is that I took an outside and a fresh perspective to an industry that really had a poor reputation. And so I've always had a really strong why to transform the automotive industry, to give it a positive image, to be a safe place for our team members, a place where they can advance both personally and professionally and achieve their career goals. Many entrepreneurs believe that the purpose of business is solely to make a profit. But in our organization, we believe that the most important thing is our people. And if we bring in the right people and we follow the right processes, we will be profitable at the end of the day. And that is very important. Our mission is to create an uplifting environment versus being let down, which I think most team members and even clients and vendors are let down in business. We want to make people feel uplifted in spirit and excited to continue to work with us and work for us. So if you're looking to potentially become part of the Urban Autocare family, I thought it would be important for you to hear directly from our team members about what you might expect and how you become a successful member of our family.
Knowing now what I know about Urban Autocare, if I would have known this years ago when I got into this industry, things would have been so much better. I mean, I've gone through a lot of shops over my 38-year career, and this company values their employees. What you think, and they'll listen to suggestions that you have to make the process better. Urban Autocare offers more training than most shops that I've ever worked at. They feel that training is expensive, whereas at Urban Autocare, they know it's an investment in you as a technician, and it's beneficial for the company and our clients. In the amount of time that since Urban Autocare acquired the previous shop that I'm now at now, I've progressed from being a full line tech to an active working shop foreman. I've progressed into first stages of management. There is continual growth for everyone in the company. When Urban Autocare acquired this shop, I heard about it the night before, and I immediately got extremely nervous. I even put feelers out and had other jobs lined up. But I am extremely glad that I never took that jump. That would have been one of the biggest mistakes of my life.
I've been a technician for 35 years. I've been a Master Tech certified for 25 years. I've been a NASCAR Technician of the Year, and I've been L1 certified for 25 years. I've been with Urban Autocare for 8 years now. I was in the building prior to Brian buying the shop, and he took me and my wife to dinner and showed that he really cared about where I was going in the company and what my future could be here. And my wife really enjoyed Brian and Phil, so I thought I'd give it a shot. The shop is a very ethical shop. If the car doesn't need it, we don't do it. If I have a problem, Brian's a phone call away. If it's really something important, he will meet me wherever I need to be, and we'll discuss it and make it happen or fix it. If we come across an issue that me and Zach cannot handle, that we need more help with, we get Director of Operations involved, and between the three of us, we can make things work. Here, I have a name. Brian comes in, shakes my hand every time he gets a chance, and we discuss kids and family and stuff, and I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. If I'm a technician and I'm looking for a place or looking for a home, jobs are easy to come by, but you're looking for a home as a technician. Someplace you can hang your hat every day and know it's secure. This place offers everything you need. The pay is relative across the board. You've training, as much training as you can handle. This is the best place I've ever worked. I'm not going anywhere else, and this shop has made me a better technician because of it. My voice is heard. I am part of the company. I just don't work for the company. I'm part of this company, and that's all you can ask for.
I wanted to work for Urban Autocare based on an experience that I had here. I've known Brian for a long time, about 14 years now. I came in as a customer because I did know Brian and had such a great experience that I decided to change career paths when I saw a job posting. As a customer, my experience here was I had a last-minute issue with my wife's vehicle. They were able to get me in very promptly. They were very courteous to my situation. I was actually getting married the following week. They finished up my vehicle in only a couple of days. I got it back before my wedding. It was pretty new to us, and it was just really a blessing having the car back even when I didn't have an appointment. You know, these guys snuck me in, treated me like family. And shortly after my experience at Urban Autocare, I saw a job posting. I hadn't previously considered a career in automotive, but thinking back to my customer experience, this was a place I could see myself and wanted myself to build a career. Working at Urban Autocare is different for me than any place I've worked before because of the family that you build here. The culture is somewhere where you want to go to work every day. I've never felt that way about a job before, where I feel at home. I recently did a leadership training through Urban Autocare, and one of the points of emphasis that this world-class trainer spoke on was emotional security. And I realized that I've never had that in a job, where I can go in and explain how I feel, my thoughts, my opinions, and not have any fear of losing my job. I've never felt that at a job or a career before, and that's how I know that Urban Autocare is a place for me, because I can express my feelings, emotions, however I feel about the company to anyone below me, anyone above me, and I know I'm not going to be judged for that. I know that I'm not going to be reprimanded. I'll just be listened to. When I think about career growth at Urban Autocare, I came into this industry with Urban Autocare. I had no experience prior. Before Urban Autocare, I worked in the eye care industry, and I had little to no knowledge of the automotive space. I've been given a number of opportunities, including going through our leadership training and growing through that and becoming the general manager of our High Street location. And if someone was curious about advancement opportunity at Urban Autocare, I would say that I'm a prime example. I came from the outside in the eye care industry, zero automotive experience, worked my way up through our leadership training program, and in a little bit more than 3 years became general manager of a store. There is a lot of opportunity for someone here at Urban Autocare who's committed and really wants to grow. The thing that I appreciate the most about Urban Autocare is that you can go to any shop and you'll have the same feel. It's like you're working with the same guys or girls at any location. I've worked at multiple locations, and you get the same warm feeling when you go to work. It's somewhere where you want to be, somewhere where you want to grow and learn. And you've got the same kind of culture across shops, which is very rare to find. The mission of Urban Autocare is to create an uplifting environment, and I feel that way every day when I come to work.
I spent over a decade as a manager at a large publicly traded automotive company. So I found Urban Autocare through an old team member that reached out to me, and one day he called me and just said fantastic things about the company, the culture, and how much he was enjoying the transition that he had made. I was fortunate enough to join the organization, and as soon as I joined, everything that I had heard came to life, and I realized it was the best decision I could have made. I really was impressed with the onboarding and the training that the team took me through. I found that at any location you visit, their ability to complete work efficiently and effectively while also taking care of the client is extremely impressive. But in addition to that, just who they are as people, their character, and how they really align with doing the right thing for each and every person we serve. And I love that. It makes this entire experience that much better. At my previous organization, I really felt like there was a ceiling or a limit to my career growth. And after joining Urban Autocare, I realized that I'm more than just a number in a machine. I feel extremely valued. I have an ongoing relationship with the owner of the business, and I've been presented with opportunities that I couldn't imagine in such a short time. and I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this team.
My name is Ileana, and I come from the hospitality restaurant industry, and I feel that if you're in that industry, you have a lot of transferable skills. I felt like I got paid to be helpful and have fun, and I definitely feel that here at Urban Autocare. When I say that, it's more a feeling. I've worked at other places where they tell you these things are gonna happen, but what's been really great in the time that I've been here at Urban Autocare is that I feel that they take care of me. I feel supported. At the dealership, at times I felt like I didn't have control of the outcome of the process. And here at Urban Autocare, I feel empowered to be able to provide the service that my guest needs. I can understand that where the auto industry might seem intimidating to females, and there's not too many of us in the industry, but do know that there's nothing to be afraid of. Because of the support that the management has at Urban Autocare, it doesn't matter if you're a female or a male, but if you're a female and you want to come on board, it's know that you're going to be supported, you're going to have somebody that's going to help you, and there's no reason to be intimidated. So if you have a passion for helping others, and if you have a high level of integrity, then this is the perfect place for you. You're going to get supported and have a lot of fun doing your job.